What's happening? This is Fatherhood Friday. Welcome to another edition, another episode. I am Isaiah Coleman, the curator of The Connected. Thank you again for tuning in, where we like to delve into topics related to fatherhood that can amplify our fatherhood, the fatherhood challenges, the things that come with being a father, with being a parent. We talk about all those things. We take a deep dive into all of those topics. So if you have a specific topic, drop it in the comments so that we could talk about it. But I want to just talk to you today about a topic involving, or basically a key contributor to being a good father, being a present father, being a charismatic father, being a communicative father. And that key contributor is a strong relationship with your children's mother. All right, with your children's mother. So, and this could be your wife, this could be your girlfriend, this could be your just baby mom, whatever it is. It's very key that we are aligned, or at least somewhat on the same page, at least civil, to be a good parent, to be a good father with your kids. And I'm not judging. I got friends, I got family members, I got brothers, I got people all with, across the spectrum, from married to kind of just making it work with the child's mom, right? And I think there needs to be, I'm a firm believer that, again, if you're gonna really impact and influence your children, it has to start with respecting their mother, right? It has to start with respecting their mother. The more you can model in front of your children, there's something to be said about this. The more you can model in front of your children, the respect that you show for their mom, not just because it's their mom, but the respect that you show in regard to her being a female and her being a woman. A lot of it will rub off on your children in terms of how they treat women later on in life and as they're developing into young men. And there's something to be said about that. Especially in the community, the Black community, where we want to protect our women, where we want to love our women. It's super important that we model love and model respect toward, again, our children's mother. The second thing is, the more you and your child's mother, your wife, your girlfriend, your baby mom, whatever it is, can communicate and be and practice synergy and model synergy to your children, to your kids. Again, just another contributor to being a good father. It shows that collaboration. It shows that sometimes as the dad, I have to be the one to sacrifice or take the lesser of the stick, or the lesser of the two options, and vice versa. Sometimes mom has to do the same thing, but it shows to your children that there's collaboration, that there's partnership going on, and it also, again, rubs off on them to have a mindset and an open thoughts toward collaborating with a female, but with others, right? Just being collaborative, being helpful, being supportive of each other. So those are two contributors, right? Modeling the respect and love, modeling synergy, modeling collaboration. And if I had to pick a third, man, why it's so important to have a strong relationship with your child's mother as a key contributor for your fatherhood is because that relationship, let's be honest, because it's so intimate, because it's so close, because you and this person legit did probably the most intimate thing you can ever do, which is have sex and then have a child and bring life into the world. It's so important for your own mental and your own emotional to be on at least a civil and even playing field. I'm telling you right now, it's easier said than done because we're men and we have strong opinions, and we're very straightforward sometimes and very direct. But if I'm being completely honest, and that old cliche is so true, a happy wife, a happy life. The more you are on the same page, the better you are mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The more upbeat you are, the lighter you are, and that inevitably rubs off onto your kids. So that positive energy, when things are flowing, things are good in the household. There's no like nothing stuffed up. There's So I just say all that to say, really having that strong relationship in general as a number three is just so key, so key. And the way you do that is by getting rid of your pride, getting rid of your ego, and practicing some humility, and practicing some empathy, and practicing some patience and grace, so that again you can be the best version of yourself, or the best father that you can be. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm Isaiah Coleman, the curator of The Connected. This is Fatherhood Friday, and I'll see you next time. Like, follow, comment, subscribe. All right? Peace out.